They said it wasn't gonna be windy today. Okay, I'm gonna hide in the back of my car real quick. Folks, today I am bass fishing. I was really hoping to do some bed fishing for bass. That being said, it's windy, it's overcast, so it's not great conditions for that. That being said, it is springtime, baby, and you know what that means. The big girls are feeding, or so I hope. Honestly, today's goal is really just to catch some big old juicy bass. I don't know what they're gonna be biting on, but I'm definitely gonna be throwing a lot of topwater, and I'm hoping that they're gonna bust it. Regardless, the only way to find out is to get out there and try, so let's get started. I just bought this popper. This is a Spro, but it's a bluegill color. Great for this time of year. Let's just see how this puppy pops. How do you pop? Not bad, not bad, not bad. I actually kind of like that action. I definitely thought they'd come hit a topwater right now. Something tells me I'm gonna need to go throw a chatterbait around in the wind. That's probably gonna be the best way to catch them. I'm gonna try one of these like Savage Gear, like $10 glide baits I bought last year. There goes a ton of bluegill. Interesting, interesting, interesting. There's a bunch of bluegill up here. If only I would have brought my ultralight. There's a fish. All right. Well, he's not very big, but it's a bass. And he ate that wake bait. Or not wake bait, glide bait. All right, well, let's be careful here. I don't particularly want one of these big old thick treble hooks in my hand. My gosh, little guy is ambitious. Okay, he has got a mouth full of trebles. He ate that thing good. He obviously wanted it. If you keep eating like that, you're gonna be a big fish someday. Keep up. Keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. There are a ton of bluegill. I can understand why that bass wanted to take a bite of this. It looked like the natural forage, that's for sure. Let's go look by this tree, see if anything's sitting by it. There's definitely activity going on. I'm just not seeing any big bass. Crappie, 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 bluegill, bluegill, bluegill. Where's the bass at? Okay, time to throw the chatterbait around off the grass edge in the wind. I don't know why, but my fish finder is being a butthead and it's not really figuring out what the depth is. But I want to fish that little bit steeper grass line off the bank a little bit and see if they're out here. It just doesn't want to give me a reading. I've turned it off, I've unplugged it. It was working when I first got out here and now it's not wanting to play anymore. There's a fish. Not a bad one. He's running right at me. God, he wasn't really fighting because he was swimming right towards the boat. But not a bad fish. Little chunk. Got him hooked really weird. I actually hooked him twice with that same hook. Hooked him inside the mouth and then it came back through and hooked him back outside the mouth. That's weird. Right on the edge of the weeds. Man, we've been fishing the weed edges all day. And he finally ate. So I don't know what's special about this spot, but I'm glad he was here. Oh dude, one chased it. He swiped at it. Definitely did not expect to throw my spinning rod at all today, but I'm glad I brought it because I want to try this around the dock posts. Of course. Literally, as soon as my camera died, I catch this guy on a tiny little ultra finesse, little 4.5 inch finesse worm on a 1/32 ounce mule jig, literally in the windiest part of the lake. Crazy, but I love it. Of course, we did it as soon as the camera died. It looks like I'm gonna be finesse fishing today. I was definitely planning on power fishing all day, but this water's pretty clear and these fish are a little finicky and it's really windy right here. It's not an ideal place to finesse fish, but that's what made that nice bass react. That was actually a solid fish. It's this little Kitech worm on a 1/32 ounce mule jig. I'm gonna keep tossing it around. It's awful windy, as you can tell. This wind is literally blowing me into the spot, unfortunately, but I gotta imagine there's another real close. You know, the trick with fishing this finesse stuff in the wind is you have to be very patient. You also have to really focus on line control, boat control. It can definitely be a pain in the butt, but you can definitely still fish this really light stuff in the wind. I like to cast it into the wind. I don't like to have my line across the wind because what happens is then your jig drifts too fast and it's not as natural. You gotta love it when you've caught 3 fish, none of them are close together, and they're all on different baits. You just gotta love it. Some might be up ready to spawn, some might be way offshore, not even thinking about it, some in between. These fish can be mixed up and doing different things, and so junk fishing today has kind of been what we're doing, but I gotta imagine at some point we're gonna catch a couple fish in one area on the same bait. I'm pretty sure I'll catch more fish on that by the time the day is through, but I'm gonna go back to the jackhammer. It's just so much easier to fish in the wind. I thought we were gonna whack them. Day ain't over yet. Oh my gosh, oh, dude, one smoked the ever-living crap out of that. I don't know how he missed it. Dadgummit. Come back for it, dude. Holy cow. That was such a nice bite. I don't know how he got off. Like, it's like he just popped it once and just dropped it immediately. As much as I like this green pumpkin chatterbait, I'm just not feeling it. It's not really getting bit as well as I thought. And I think maybe going to a white one, maybe I'll get a few more bites because it pops a little bit more in this water. And with the wind and the slight stain on this side of the lake, I just wonder if that white will help a little bit. We'll see. So I gotta be honest with you, these rage-tail rage menaces are becoming one of my favorite trailers for chatterbaits. And there you have it. Nice little trailer. Then you pull those apart, boom shakalaka. No sacrifice, no sacrifice, no sacrifice anymore. There's a fish. I was singing a little bit and old homeboy ate it down in the grass. Oh boy, he's barely hooked. Swing him into the kayak. Oh no. I tried to swing him into the kayak. It's very much not a thing to do. I thought it would be fun, but unfortunately that didn't work out. It was just me being lazy, quite frankly. But I tell you what, I mean, we kind of caught another fish because it did in fact get in the kayak. It was only in here for about a split second, but he was in these little bit deeper pads. Again, it's like 4 fish today, 4 total fish, but they've all bit on something different and they've all been in different locations. Can we at some point catch 2 fish in the same area? I don't know. These fish are being funny, that's for sure. Shout out to Elton John. You know, it seems like whenever I sing Elton John, things tend to work out okay. Tell everybody this is your song. I hope you don't mind. There's one. Oof. Ah.
Can you say meatball? My friends, look at this tank. I'm stoked right now. I'm very stoked right now. Kaboom!
I was singing some Elton John and then that guy came out of nowhere and blasted it, man. Elton John, thank you so much. I give Elton John all the credit. Maybe I need to do that more often. Benny, 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 Benny and the Jets. Come on, I thought that was supposed to land me a bass. I should have went ultralight fishing, dang it. I would have had 500 fish by now. The wind is blowing 600 miles an hour, so I'm gonna go back in this little creek arm. Kayak fishing like this is my favorite. Sneaking back in little creek arms and stuff, this is what's up. This time of year, they should absolutely be getting up and, oh, there's a bass right in front of me. That's a good sign. He gone now, I spooked him. But there was probably about a 16-incher back here. I'm not sure what my strategy is, but I definitely think, what the heck is that? Is that a bowfin? Dude, that's a bowfin, bro. I don't know if he's like on a bed, but we gonna try to catch him. He looks like he's on a bed. Dude, no way. I wanna catch this fish so bad. That's a bowfin. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Please, bowfin. Bed fishing for bowfin. Can we make this happen? Okay, I'm gonna put this right in front of his nose. Oh, I spooked him. Dang it. There's freaking bowfin in here, people. That excites me. There are bowfin in a lot of our lakes, I think. I just don't see them very often. Let's flip that up there. If I caught a big old bowfin back here, I would be so dang happy. There's a fish. No! Dang it. That was a largemouth. I didn't even get him hooked. Folks, I tell you what, little creeks like this are epic. They're always a blast to explore. Totally missed my opportunities. I saw like a 16-inch bass and I missed a fish, probably 14 inches, and then I saw a bowfin and I totally spooked it. Man, this was cool though. Unfortunately, I can't go any further. It's like, if it wasn't cold water and I wasn't wearing my muck boots, I would just get out and I would wander up here a little further, but the water's just a little too deep for my muck boots and I don't particularly want to take them off and wade with my bare feet. It's just a little cold and also it'd be just super mucky and disgusting. This is awesome though. This is where a kayak really shines. You know, you can't really fish this kind of water in a boat, so it's pretty cool. As far as an update goes, today's just been obviously tough. I just haven't been able to figure out the bass. I'm not sure what they're doing. I feel like they're not quite spawning on this body of water yet, but there might be fish on beds that I just can't see. Not really sure. Quite frankly, today's been a challenge, but I am glad for the 4 fish that I've caught. I'm still holding out. I've got a few more minutes. I'm hoping that by the end of the day, we can have a nice one to our name, but no matter what, it's been a blast. It's beautiful out. I can't complain. I guess I better make a pitch back there with the old finesse worm before I scoot out of here. Oh, there's one. Yes, sir. Not exactly a big fish, but we got one back here. That's what we're looking for. He's kind of a funky, no! That was a funny looking bass. Dadgummit. That's what I get for trying to shake him, and of course, now my worm is in the tree. Today has just been a mess. Dadgummit. That fish was all funky looking, man. He was all stunted. We got a muskrat back here too. Everything's all funny today. That's hilarious. I broke my line, but look what happened. The finesse worm fell down into my kayak. I definitely got to stop trying to swing fish in the kayak. I think that's the one learning for the day. I think what I'm gonna have to do is kind of power fish my way back to the ramp. Unfortunately, I'm running out of time. You're probably wondering what it looks like to be junk fishing all day. This is what it looks like. 5 rods on the front of your kayak. That is junk fishing at its finest. Man, I wish I would have caught one on the topwater. That's the one thing that confused me. Caught a fish on that dang glide bait, but couldn't get one to come up and eat the topwater. This is a never fail bait in the state of Michigan. You gotta catch me a fish. I told my wife I'd be home for dinner time, and we are trending towards a little late right now. So I need to hurry up and put a little pep in my step. We got a helicopter overhead. Get to the chopper. There's one. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This might actually be a good one. He's coming towards me. Ah, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Get back here. Get in here. Yes. Yes. Yay. Woo. Yay. Yay. He ditched it in the net. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm getting blown into the bank. Oh, yes. A nice one. The chatterbait saved the day. Chill out, homie. Let's see how long he is. Oh, he's 17 1/4. That's a nice fish. Oh, I was hoping for one bigger, but I'll tell you what, I am not gonna complain about that. Yes, sir. Thank you, chatterbait. You saved the day. Yeah, yay. Okay, I tell you what, I'm gonna make this short because I need to get home. Here's the thing, today was a total junk fishing day. I never really figured out the fish. I'm sure there was a way to catch them, but I was not smart enough to figure that out. That being said, I'm not gonna complain about today either, because while it wasn't the best day in the world, it certainly wasn't the worst day, and I caught fish, and I had fun, and I saw a bowfin. That was cool. And really, the shout out goes to the white chatterbait for catching me that 17-incher at the end of the day. That was a beautiful fish, and I love it. That all being said, I'm gonna go eat some leftover smoked chicken breast that I made. It was delicious. I'm also gonna eat a cheeseburger because I love cheeseburgers. Thank you so very much for watching. We will catch you next time.